Hello everyone, my name is Legend Ronnie and this game is Rise of Kingdoms. We have the new update geared up and I want to give you guys some tips and advices regarding the new update because you want to be prepared before the update because there's some great changes coming up. Stay tuned. Hello everyone and welcome back to another update review on Rise of Kingdoms. We have the update 1.0.37 geared up. So let's go ahead and let's talk about it because there's actually some great changes coming up regarding the equipment system optimization. So I'm going to go through the first part and after that I'm going to finish the second and the third part. And I'm going to come back to the first part because it's very important and there's a couple of tips and tricks that I want to tell you about the equipment system optimizations. It's going to be really crucial for you and it will definitely help you a lot if you listen to what I have to say. So the first part is they are not sure when exactly the update is going to hit live. That's really nice of them to actually give us some heads up. Listen, it might not happen on that date. It might happen on that date. The exact update time will be announced in a notification later. Equipment system optimizations. We have received valuable feedback from many governors which are mainly about how the system is too complicated, the attribute bonuses are too small, materials are too hard to get, and so on. Based on your feedback, we have made the following optimizations. Now let's hear it. We have only 4 types of equipment materials now. We already knew that. After the update, we will take back all your unused equipment materials and compensate you with material choice chest of corresponding quality and quantity. Now, why would they do that? I have no freaking idea. Why would they take all our unused materials and just convert them into materials choice chest? Anyway, we will gonna come back on this one because this point is gonna be one of the most important one. Improve the attributes of some equipment to rebalance the system. This gives me a concern about Vanguard Halberd and Vanguard Greaves. It really does give me a concern regarding that 2 items, that particular set, because honestly for a green quality equipment it's a bit powerful. Hope they're not going to tune it down. I hope they will just increase his quality rather than just reducing the stats, but we will see if they are talking about that or they're just talking about some of the legendaries which honestly are really useless. When you have epic and blues that can give you better stats. Added a lot of new equipment, that's really amazing. You have more choices now. Really awesome. Adjusted the equipment blueprint drops in Soroli, Iron's Bath, Shadow Legion, Sunset Canyon, Golden Kingdom. We didn't even know that Golden Kingdom drops blueprints. So that's going to be a new thing, a new place where you can actually get equipment and other events. Reduce the material cost of forging for most elite and epic equipment. This really becomes free-to-play friendly. Elite and epic is the blue and the purple one. When I first read the elite, it was actually my mind was going to the legendary one because that's what everyone would actually expect to reduce the cost of the coin, to reduce the cost of the pendant because they are freaking expensive. But no, they are referring to the elite and epic ones. So this is actually free-to-play friendly because that's what most free-to-play players are actually forging. I mean, I'm not really free-to-play, but I'm still focusing more on epic because I can always get the full quantity of materials back if I decide to forge something else later on. Like right now, they are introducing more equipment which can probably be better than some of the equipment that I already have. So I can gladly dismantle the epic ones and forge new epics. If you have forged any such equipment, we will return the extra consumed materials to you after the update. We're gonna come back to this point as well because it's very important. Added a new type of chests, equipment chests, to your tavern. How about that? Try to find their keys in events. That's going to be really amazing. And this will have a connection to the 8.1 we get there. Added equipment material chest and equipment blueprint chest to the VIP shop. We already have the equipment material chest in the VIP shop for VIP 16. What I'm understanding from the 7 point is that they will add some with resources because we don't have that, right? So we have a couple of speed ups, we have a couple of stars that you can buy with resources, but we don't have materials and we don't have blueprints. So that's what I'm understanding from this. They might just add some with resources in the VIP shop and some with gems, which obviously is going to be much higher quality, probably epic. Added the new super value geared up bundle and removed the old bundle, the hammer and anvil. This is what I said, that 6 is gonna have a connection with 8. I'm highly expected that geared up bundle will have equipment chest keys. That's exactly what I am hoping for. Well, not necessarily hoping for, but it would actually make sense, to be honest, to actually add some keys on the geared up bundle, not just materials and whatever they will add in the bundle. And hopefully it's gonna be improved, because I'm telling you that hammer and anvil was way too expensive for the things that you were getting. Light and darkness event optimizations, optimize the teaming up screen to make it more okay. Added an auto translate feature for the kingdom announcement, whatever. All of your kingdom's glorious victories and humiliating defeats, I don't care. Order optimizations, optimize the leaderboard in the Ceroli. Okay, now every general has their own ranking, so and so and so. Adjusted the difficulty of some generals, yes, for sure. At third point, I'm going to stop for a moment. Fixed an issue that caused the poison effect inflicted by Tomiri's skill to not show. I have noticed in my own KVK, when I rallied with Edward and Tomiri's, that not just it didn't show, it wasn't working. Since I'm using Tomiri's for so much time, and especially in this KVK, I battlefield with Tomiri's for such a long time, and I also rallied a couple of times, I can tell you that Tomiri's 4 skill was not working every single time. In some of the garrisons where there is commanders that cannot remove Tomiri's poison, it was just not working, and I could have told that by the damage Edward was doing and by the damage Tomiri's was doing. Because when is 15 stacks on a garrison, the damage from Tomiri's, the second damage, they need to be almost equal. While in my situation were not equal and way lower and all the other stuff. So definitely it was not working, but they just put it nicely that it was not showing. I believe they fixed it because yesterday on my last rally with Edward Tomiri's, it was actually working properly and was doing damage. So they most likely hotfixed it to actually inflict the damage, and now they just need to fix the visual on the next update. You now need to go through a confirmation box after you choose max while using items. That's pretty sad. I mean, if I want to use like 1,000,000 cards of 500 gold, imagine what it means to go to a confirmation box every single time. Oof, that's gonna be some spam. You now can choose to add the same materials as used last time while upgrading the star level of a commander. That's really amazing, making our life easier. Commander Talent Trophy Hunter now takes effect only when you defeat barbarians with the use of action points. Okay. Might this nerf a little bit AoE barb hunting? Maybe. Honestly, what my belief is regarding this, from barb you will still get it, because in the end you still spend action points on your first barb. It's just the other ones that you don't spend action points, you just get them by the AoE. In theory, yes, you shouldn't. But I don't think this is what they are trying to do. What they are trying to nerf regarding the Trophy Hunter, they are trying to nerf the fact that you won't get from the Guardians or other neutral units. Because there's other neutral units that you can actually generate so many Trophy Hunters. Like for example, you have the Keeps and you have the Barbarian Camp. Those NPCs, those barbarians, they can trigger Trophy Hunter. You have the Guardians, which everybody knows, nobody goes to the low level of Guardians. Those Guardians can trigger Trophy Hunter, so you can keep making packs of resources. So this is what they're actually nerfing, because I'm pretty sure there were players just camping and just waiting with peacekeeping commanders and probably keep generating overnight these packages from Trophy Hunter, which you can see them in the inventory. Is this one, the level 1 resource pack C. So if you go to a peacekeeping commander, if you go to his talents, you'll see Trophy Hunter. After defeating barbarians or other neutral units, armies led by this commander will receive 15 pieces of level 1 resource pack C. So they will remove the neutral units and will only work on barbarians. which honestly was really nice when you were hitting any other kind of neutral units that you were generating resource packs. It was amazing. Everything has an end. Defeating Marauder encampments during stage 3 in the eve of the Crusade now grants a kingdom a fixed amount of Crusader points, which is no longer affected by the number of troops who joined the rally. Now again, that's super amazing because they are nerfing the botting. You're probably saying, whoa, that's really bad. We used to have a system, 20 people joining a rally and so on, so we can get more points and more points and more points. If you're an acting kingdom, you'll be able to split your people in the entire kingdom to be able to kill any Marauder encampment that's actually spawning by making small teams, and you shouldn't have any problems with getting the points from the stage 3 if that's what you're looking for. What they're trying to do with this is just try to kill the botting kingdoms or kingdoms that are using bots, because you can probably make 5 guys just automatically launch rally whenever there's Marauder encampments, and there's probably 40 bots in the alliance that join one rally, and another rally, and that's pretty devastating when 40 bots with 5 marchers, that's like 200 marchers, they just generate points from 5 forts, insane amount of points. That's really game breaking. So this is my belief that what they are trying to stop by just making every Marauder encampment to give a fixed amount of points for the kingdom. Probably as a personal individual points, it might still stay the same. So if you're joining with a lot of marches, you can still get points if that's you're interested in. But for the kingdom, will not have such a huge impact. And kind of makes sense in a way. Right, now as I was mentioning, going back to the equipment optimization part. The first point and the 5th point. The first point, we have only 4 types of equipment materials. Now after the update, we will take back all our unused equipment materials. So this is one huge tip that I want to give you about. If you have equipment that you don't need, you can right now recycle any equipment that you have. You get materials choice chest of corresponding quality and quantity. So after the update, after you dismantle any equipment that right now you don't need, you will get materials choice chest from all the materials that you actually have in your inventory. And you can choose on those materials choice chests, because that's exactly what they mean. This is the ones I'm referring to. You notice that you have the elite equipment material crates, and you also have the material choice chest. So if I want to use one of these, which materials I want to choose. So that's their plan. For example, when you also go to your equipment and you scroll further down, like all the way down, you notice that you have various amount of equipment materials. Now all this will be converted in materials choice chest. Before the update, if you actually have items that you actually don't need, you can dismantle them, and by dismantling them before the update, you just recycle the materials, and then you can choose forge other items. For example, in my situation, I don't really need 2 Abyssal Visage. I just need 1 for my Attila. I have 1 on my Genghis, but honestly, I'm not super hyped about the Abyssal Visage on Genghis because he is fairly weak. I was always just trying to empower his nuke, so I'll probably put an Expedition Warhammer, which I already have it with special talent. So I'm definitely going to dismantle one of these, and I will get materials choice chest from each and every material that I'll get from the Abyssal Visage. On the same time, I want to do a Dark Lord's Blessing as well. It's no problem for me to get Dark Lord's Blessing blueprints, and this one is not with the special talent anyway. I'm gonna rather dismantle this Dark Lord's Blessing and get Epic Materials Choice Chest. You never know what kind of items they introduce. I might just forge something better. For rally purposes, I have this one, so I'll be alright about it. Plus, I'm very close to forging another blueprint. Things go really not great, I can just forge another and just hope for the special talent. And you probably have, I don't know, 4 ISS Sufferance like I had at some point. I had 5 ISS Sufferance because I was going out with 5 Cav Marchers, or whichever other reasons. This is the perfect event right now before this update where you can actually recycle your materials and actually get the ones that you want. The second tip about that is that you want to open any crates that you have, because by opening all your crates, you'll just generate materials, which from random materials, they will all become specific crates, like this one. where you can actually choose. Now, the third tip about this is you want to take screenshots. The reason I'm advising to take screenshots and the reason I will take screenshots is because one player just messaged me regarding that, and it's about Peter Sickle. Was this item which actually gives you gathering speed plus 10%. They are gone. These blueprints are gone from the forging list, is also gone. You can no longer forge it. This blueprint, it was just taken from this player's inventory without getting any compensation. You want to make sure that you want to get your materials back, so definitely take some screenshots so you can actually have something at hand if you want to go and battle with the support and ask for your rights. Hit the table as hard as you can and ask for your rights. If I go to some of my fragments, for some reason, still shows that I have 20 Peter Sickle blueprint fragments. And if I press combine, it still appears in the accessories. Obviously, I still have it, right? I press origin, nothing is happening. And if I go to the accessories, it's gone. So how can you explain that I still have 20 fragments? I have no idea. I just don't know. Let's see how many I'm missing. Oh my god. I was actually hoping that in this update they will actually reduce the cost of this and this, the legendary one, but no, they are talking about elite and epics. I'm still pretty hyped about it, but I just believe that some elite reducing materials, it might just be this blue thingy and probably these epic thingies. I don't know. I just have a feeling about it. I don't think they will touch some of the powerful epic and elite ones. We will see. Hopefully they will. Make sure you take screenshots. It's going to be very important. And now about the fifth point, which is also related to the screenshots. Reduce the material cost of forging for most elite and epic equipment. If you have forged any such equipment, we will return any extra consumed materials. You want to have screenshots about your elite and epic equipment, about how much they cost now and how much materials you will get as a difference of whatever you forge, and then you want to make the difference with the amount of equipment that you received from the one that you have in your inventory, because you want to make sure you receive the correct amount. Because if you don't have any proof, then there's nothing to go to war with and there's nothing to contact the support with. This might just involve a large amount of screenshots, but you just do it once, right? I don't think they are doing this kind of updates all the time. But you want to make sure that your time spent and your investments and everything like that into materials are kept safe. Like I said, the Peter Sickles is gone and things can happen to you too. Better be safe than sorry. This is something that I always say. I'm definitely looking forward for this update. Until next time, this is your boy Janoni signing off. Peace out, yo, and take care. See you on the next one and stay safe out there.